Originally it was just a small car accident. Unexpectedly, the driver of another car, Xia Chang, died directly. I see a car coming soon. Xiaomei quickly pushed the body down, and then he asked his boyfriend Xiaosui to pretend that the car owner was private, just as we were about to muddle through. But Xiaoqiang's phone rang. Xiaomei hurried back, hung up the phone, and then pretended to make a phone call again, successfully concealed the driver. Then the two of them placed the body in the trunk again. Then Xiaomei asked Xiaosui to drive Xiaoqiang's car first. He stayed in the car that caused the accident himself. Unexpectedly, a car stopped behind Xiaomei. The enthusiastic old man saw that Xiaomei's car was broken, proactively offering to tow him. So the old man is a car mechanic around here. Then he took Xiaomei back to his own home. While the old man was repairing the car, Xiaomei strolls around the house bored. But it's good to take a look at the next one. He unexpectedly saw a familiar face on the table. So the old man is Xiaoqiang's father, and even more terrifying is, Strong Dad suddenly called his son. But the vibration of the phone came from Xiaomei. Xiaomei quickly hid her phone on the stool. At this point, Strong Dad happened to follow the vibration sound. Finally found Xiaoqiang's phone. The sadness on my father's face instantly dissipated. Laugh at oneself. My son forgot to bring his phone when he went out. At this moment, it's difficult for Xiaomei to sustain herself in her heart. Hurry to bid farewell to Strong Dad. But it didn't take a few days. I couldn't find my son's strong father and strong mother. So I called the police. The police quickly locked a suspect in on Xiaomei. Angry Xiaomei then approached Xiaosui to inquire about the situation. Originally, Xiaomei was just Xiaosui's mistress outside. It's usually difficult to meet Xiaosui. Xiaomei takes out Xiaoqiang's wallet. Let it influencer Xia Chang modify the data. Let Xia Chang become a phone fraud. Successfully enabled the two to spend 2 months safely. But this day, Xiaosui suddenly received a phone call, threatening Xiaosui with photos of car accidents. Let him take the money to a hotel, a handsome young man with a promising future. It's just easy to listen to. With 2 million in cash, went to that hotel alone. But then he realized that Xiaomei unexpectedly waited for the two of them for a while. The owner who didn't wait for the phone call. But when the police arrive, Xiaosui realized something was wrong. Hurry up Xiaomei and leave. Just waiting for Xiaomei to tidy up. Xiaosui was suddenly forcefully hit by someone towards the glass. When Xiaosui wakes up, but I saw Xiaomei falling in the bathroom. Xiaosui quickly moved forward to check the situation, but found out that Xiaomei was already dead. And at this moment, the police also broke into the door. There are only 2 of them in the confined space. Xiaomei is dead. Xiaosui naturally became the biggest suspect. No matter how Xiaosui argues, the police still handcuffed him up. Can the wronged handsome be successfully recruited? Where is the missing third person? Inside a room with tight doors and windows, Xiaomei's strange death. Another person present. Xiaosui claimed that he was not the killer. Who the hell is the killer? Faced with unfounded charges, Xiaosui has found the most professional lawyer Liang to help him clear the charges. Xiaosui reviewed the entire incident with lawyer Liang. Lawyer Liang felt that his words were riddled with loopholes. Based on his inference, Xiaomei should have been killed by a vengeful Strong Father. Back to the day when Strong Dad found out his son was missing. He came to the police station. Tell the police about their son's disappearance. Let the police search as they please. There's no trace to follow either. Not long after, the police actually ran to their own homes. Start searching. It turned out that Xiao Chang was defined as a phone fraud. The police thought it was a fear of crime and absconded. The strong mother who learned about this fainted directly to the ground. Watching the fainting strong mother know that this matter can only be solved by herself. So he started tracking Xiaosui. So he threatened Xiaosui to come to his designated hotel. So the front desk of that hotel is my own wife. Strong Dad takes advantage of this convenience. Successfully obtained the key. Hide in the wardrobe of the room in advance. And then have Chang Ma call the police. Waiting for the police to arrive. While the 2 people in the room are packing up. Sudden surprise attack from the rear. Xiaosui knocked him unconscious to the ground. And then picked up the vase and solved it. Xiaomei revenge her son. Then climb away from the window. Successfully evaded the police. At this moment, Chang Ma, who followed the police, locked the window of the room, completely turning this place into a secret chamber for murder. After lawyer Liang's review, tell Xiaosui, just let yourself know where Xiaoqiang's car has gone, and then using Xiaomei's industry can successfully frame the blame on him, make everyone think he killed Xiao Chang. So Xiaomei's death, strong father, strong mother will become the biggest suspect. Xiaosui can clear up the grievances. The plan is perfect. But Xiaosui doesn't think so, refusing to reveal the whereabouts of the car. At this point, lawyer Liang was angered by Xiaoshui's distrust. Stand up and threatened to leave. Finally, I confess my true speculation to Xiaoshui. It turns out that everything is the opposite. Xia Qiang's wallet is a flowing water taken by Xiaoshui. Fake accounts are also done by Xiaoshui. The car is also driven by Xiaoshui. Not reporting to the police was also my idea. That car accident became Zimai's heart demon, caused him to suffer from serious mental illness, unable to bear the burden. He finally decided to follow his conscience, and take photos of the accident location, and then call Chang Dad to confess. Originally, he threatened Xiaosui. The plan to come to the hotel was Zimai's idea. After Xiaosui arrived at the hotel room, Xiaomei hopes that the two of them can surrender together, but Xiaosui doesn't want to give up his great future. At this point, the sound of a police siren coming from outside the window. Xiaosui knows that Xiaomei has called the police, under great anger, killed Xiaomei unexpectedly. After I crashed into the glass manufacturing, and the illusion of a third party. Faced with lawyer Lian's speculation, Xiaosui also acquiesced in all this, but what he never expected was, this lawyer Lian has someone else. The man in front of him is pushing the car and planning to sink the body, but then the trunk of the car rang. Xiaosui opened the trunk. Take a closer look, little Chang. Covered in blood didn't die. I saw Xiao Chang holding onto Xiaosui's hand, requesting Xiaosui to help oneself, but Xiaosui used a wrench to knock Xiao Qiang's head repeatedly, then closed the trunk, pushed the car into the lake. Lawyer Lian, who has always been calm, cannot control his emotions at this moment. Turns out he's the real strong mother. After passing by, my son disappeared. Xiaomei confesses. After Xiaomei was killed, the weak and strong mother is determined to avenge her son and Xiaomei. He first made Chang Dad dizzy, the real lawyer Lian, then disguised as lawyer Lian, and went to talk to Xiao Shui, sneaked a covert listening device into his handbag. Afterwards, let Chang Dad listen to their conversation in the car. That's it. Borrowing the identity of lawyer Lian, retrieve the whereabouts of one's own son's body from Xiao Shui. After the conversation is over, Chiang Ma agreed to Xiao Shui's request. Sign the agreement. Defend him. After signing, the lawyer will have a non-disclosure agreement. That's why Xiaosui was willing to tell Chiang Ma at this moment the location where his body was thrown. After Chiang Ma learned the location, hurried to drive away. At this moment, the wheels are slipping. I can't go anywhere. The Xiaosui in the room noticed that the signatures of two lawyers, Yang, were not the same. So I went out and asked Chiang Ma to go back and hide from the snow first. Chiang Ma thought she hadn't been discovered yet, so I followed through the door. At this moment, Xiaosui suddenly had a showdown with Chiang Ma. Ask him who he really is. Chiang Ma told him his true identity. That's when Xiaosui told him. I told him the location of the body dump was fake. Subsequently, Chiang Ma picked up a gun to protect herself, but Xiaosui didn't panic at all. This is the best time for him to turn the tables. Pick up the gun and aim it at your shoulder, then pull down the insurance. Press the trigger, and at this point, the police outside rushed over, and they heard a gunshot. Original. Xiao Shui called the police while Chiang Ma was driving. Chiang Ma was arrested for intentional assault. Xiao Shui was also able to get rid of the charges, smiling proudly in the ambulance. Just when he thought he was at large, the ambulance suddenly stopped. Xiao Shui ran out of the car to check the situation. I saw a huge crane passing in front of him. Originally, Chiang Ma had already known the true location of the body dump through the photos on the wall of Xiaosui's villa. As the crane's boom gradually rises, Xiao Qiang's car slowly emerged from the water surface. Strong mother and strong father have mixed feelings when they see this. Can't help but shed tears. At this point, Xiao Shui's hands were also handcuffed. The prisoner finally received the retribution he deserved.